Hello, everybody. Today I'm gonna go through a bunch of cabin designs by various cabin manufacturers and give my opinions on them. So just some rules of what cabins I am reviewing. I'm only gonna be reviewing modern cabins, so cabins that are built today that if I was building a ropeway, I could order from the cabin manufacturers, or that I think I can order because there's at least at least one cabin that I'm not sure on, but I'm pretty sure is still available. Um, this isn't really like a tier list or a review video. I'm just giving my opinion on the cabin. So yeah. Uh, Also, I'm going with the three main cabin manufacturers that I'm aware of. If you have any more cabins that you'd like me to give opinions on, just put them in the comments or email me. Um, yeah, so anyway, the first cabin we are going to be looking at is the CWA Omega 5 cabin. So this is a cabin meant for monocable gondolas. And I like this cabin. It was designed for the D line line of lifts that Doppelmayr are making, and it fits the style that Doppelmayr are going for their D line lifts, which is very modern, not futuristic, but very forward thinking, if that makes any sense. It keeps the shape and the legacy of the previous um, Omega cabins, or at least the Omega 4 cabins, and that's what I like because CWA did a great job when they designed the Omega cabins of previous iterations, because back then they looked modern and they still look modern right now with minimal design changes. So these are meant to see 10 passengers. That's really great. Um, and you know it's good because these people are looking happy. Um, I know they were probably told to that by photographer or whatever. So the next cabin we're going to be looking at is the CWA Atria Cabin. Not designed for D-line lifts because 3S gondolas are not D-line lifts, but designed for the same sort of look as the D-line, while not being officially in the D-line category. So these are for 3S lifts. Um, and again, they look very nice, very modern, and they work really well with the lifts they're designed to do, like the Omega 5, which is the lift's modern and the cabin's modern. Um, Very similar design language to the Omega 5 with the curve here. Um, but yeah, they're very nice. I like that. I like the seating inside. I just have like the default seating that you get from CWA with the like the weird geometric, I want to say, seats, and the seats in the middle. Very nice, well designed cabin, and the I'm guessing the doors that operate with motors instead of with a bar that pushes a wheel and some wire down a tube and then opens the doors like the 3S's are. That thing there that opens the doors. They don't use that. They use some other type. It's probably motors or something. But I like that feature because it feels like you're not in a gondola. You're in a train or something. Next, we're going to be going on to the CWA aerial tramway cabins. These don't have like a model name that I'm aware of, but um, they look nice. This is kind of the main design that I'm reviewing. Pretty modern, not as modern as the Atria, the Omega 5, but still very modern. I like it a lot. Um, yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. It's pretty good. It's for an aerial tramway, so there's just only two on the line, so yeah, I don't have much to say about it other than I like it. It's good. Next, we'll be moving on to the Sigma Diamond cabins, and I don't really like these cabins. They don't look very modern. They look like they're stuck in the past, even though uh, they have gone through many design iterations. Um, I don't like them. There's too much of a sharp corner here, unlike the Omega 5, which has a smooth curve there. This just is straight line, bends, and then straight line. And the doors also look really bad, like there's straight line and straight line. Um, and which is why I'm really mad that some of the old Palma gondolas in the U.S. They got their cabins replaced with Sigma Diamond cabins from CWA Omega 4 cabins. And in my opinion, the CWA Omega 4 cabins look much more modern than the modern Sigma Diamond cabins. Um, and I know it's a thing to do with Lightner and Palma merging, and then the Lightner group buying Sigma, so and then Dolphinar buying CWA, so that the if you have a Palma lift, you can't get CWA cabins anymore. But still, would have the Palma gondolas that have Sigma cabins now in the U.S. would have looked much nicer with CWAs. Um, and Lightner is typically a pretty modern. Uh, they make pretty modern looking lifts, even if some of them have sort of a cheap feeling. They look pretty modern, and the diamond cabin does not reflect the modernity of Lightner lifts. So yeah, as well as LPA lifts, the in like the new LPA lifts, the Sigma diamond cabins do not go well with LPA lifts. Okay, next we're going to be moving on to the Sigma Ruby cabins, which are very round. These are the ones that I'm not sure Sigma still make, but they're on the website, so I'm going to assume that they do. Um, these look. This says much the same design language as the diamond cabins with the straight line, bend, straight line. But it does look better with a like a circular cabin, although not much better. It looks better than this, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen these. Um, but they're very practical. It looks like they can fit, what was it, 8 to 9 seats. Okay, that's not actually that practical. Apparently sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here, but the apparently the diamond cabs can have up to 20 seats. That's kind of weird. But yeah, don't really have much to say about the Sigma Ruby cabins other than they're round and they're practical, and they follow the design language of other Sigma cabins. Okay, next is the Sigma Sapphire cabins for 3S gondolas. Is that right? I'm guessing 3S gondolas. Um, but yeah, again, straight line, curve, straight line, curve, straight line. This design language that Sigma likes to use in a lot of their cabins, and I don't really like it. Even though these look boxier than the other ones. Like these don't look as boxy as the Sapphire cabins. Um, but I mean it doesn't improve anything. If anything, it makes it worse because it's just a box at that point. It doesn't look very nice. Um, but yeah, same design language that Sigma likes to use for some reason. I don't like that. They really need to think of a new design to use. If they want to, well, no, they are succeeding, but I really think they should think of a new design. Um, so next we have the Sigma Symphony Cabin, and these I really like. These are probably the only Sigma cabins that I like because of how they look. And it might be designed for the sake of looking modern, but honestly that doesn't matter because they look really nice. The the LED strips on the outside, and it looks like two pieces with three faces that come together like a tennis ball. And I really like designs that use that. As you can see, very modern. Probably the same technology used with the Atria with the motor in the door instead of the I don't know what that it's called. It's the wire in the tube with that like gets pushed down by a bar in the terminal. But yeah, these look really nice. The seating layout is much the same as the Atria, but these don't look as nice as the Atria seats. Even though they look a bit comfier than the Atria seats. I don't know if I like them as much. Um, I actually, because these sorry, these have like a black sort of geometric plastic to hold up the seats. The Symphony Cabin is just kind of like a weird 2000s gray plastic airplane, old airplane type design. I don't really like that. It'd look better if it was a bit more geometric. Um, but yeah, overall, very nice cabin. This is what Sigma should be going with for their other cabins. This level of modernity here. So now we have the Sigma crystal cabins for aerial tramways. Um, these I like these, but not in the way that I like the Symphony or the Omega 5 cabins. Um, they look nice. They don't look very modern. Um, Actually, no, they do they look modern, but in a timeless sort of way. Like you could put that on a modern aerial tramway, and it would look nice. Not because it's like ultra modern, like the Symphony or the Atria, but because of how timeless the design is, and not being very boxy. Uh, I don't know if I'm making a lot of sense with this, but I do like this cabin. Not as much as like the Atria, the Omega 5, or the Symphony, but um, I do like this cabin just for how it looks, and because it's such a timeless design, in my opinion. So next we are going to the Gangloff. I don't know if these have a model name, but the Gangloff monocable gondola cabins. Now Gangloff is not a thing anymore, at least in the way that CWA and Sigma aren't a thing anymore. I'm on the Bartlett website, um, and Bartlett uses, or they bought Gangloff, and now all Bartlett lifts use Gangloff cabins. But Gangloff doesn't have a site, so I'm on the Bartlett website. These, again, um, like the Symphony, they look like they are designed to be modern for the sake of being modern. But despite that, I like how they look. They look weird and they look interesting, and I really like that. I also like how the door is takes up the whole um, side here. That's something you don't see with the Omega 5 because there's a bit of window right here. But I like how this looks. It looks very interesting. Um, I kind of wish Barcelona would come to North America and install these kinds of lifts because I really like how they look. They look really cool. Um, but yeah. So now is the Gangloff aerial tramway type design. Um, it looks very similar to the crystal cabin. Some of them do. Um, and then this is what I was saying with the crystal design being timeless, and it's also replicated in a bunch of other cabin designs, and that's what I like about it. It's not very modern. This one sort of looks like the other ones. Sort of looks like the curve. Um, they're okay. These ones are really nice. I like cabins that have LED strips on them. Those are pretty cool. But yeah, they're okay. Uh, Next one is the Gangloff Thunderdol cabins. These look kind of weird. Um, it looks like they're trying to be modern, but not a lot. Um, but yeah, they're okay. They don't look that good. They don't look as good as the this one or the gondola cabins, but because just how boxy they look, even though they have a curve here, it's still pretty boxy. They look like the CWA Ecos cabins actually. I don't think CWA are selling those anymore, but they look sort of like that. So yeah. So I realized I might have forgotten something. This is the Dolphinmire page for the Thunderdolls. Um, I don't know if these are Atrias or if or if they're a generation back. But they definitely are CWA. But these look, it looks like a less modern version of the Atria, which is probably something it is because it's probably a generation back from the Atria. But they look nice. They still look modern, which is something CWA does really well. That's just something I felt I had to point out at the end of the video. But yeah. Anyway, if you like that, um, I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you want more. If you want me to give more opinions on stuff. Subscribe. I think we passed 70 subscribers here. Yeah, we're on 78 subscribers. Thank you for that. I don't really get a chance to thank everybody for subscribing. But yeah, we're on 78 subscribers. We've grown so fast. Last time, like the last update video in January, we were on 64 subscribers. We've just leapt up. That's really great. Thanks for all that. But yeah, I try not to plug it heavily, but I do have a website where you can find lift pictures and videos that I take that are on my YouTube channel, as well as information. Extra stuff on this website if you want more RyLifts. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye. I don't have an outro. I don't know what to say.